Hi, Scott Orlin with Cinema-Magazin. I am going to introduce you to now the man, the myth, the legend, the incomparable Stan Lee. Stan, I mean, so many of your creations, there's been over 560 different characters you've created. What was the first one? When did you first put pen to paper, and create a character? Who was that?
Actually, when I first started working there, I came up with a character called the Destroyer. I couldn't tell you now who he was or what he did, but I remember the name. Then I came up with one called Father Time, who could move time in some silly way. And then I did so many that it's impossible to remember them. And then finally I did the Fantastic Four, and that's what started the so-called Marvel group of books.
Let me ask you, Hollywood films used to be created based on great books of literature or on Broadway stage plays. Now so much is coming from the comic book world. What do you think that brought to Hollywood? What do you think those stories did that are different?
Well, they enabled the special effects men to make a lot of money because so much of them are special effects. I think I mentioned earlier, they're like fairy tales for grown-ups. They're so imaginative, and they're characters who do things that nobody can do in the real world, but it's fun reading about them, and it's fun seeing it, and the readers, the viewers, the audience, they seem to love these movies, and I'm happy about that. But I think the important thing is we have to do them well. If we ever start sliding back or taking them for granted or just batting them out, then they'll go like that. The beautiful thing about certainly the Marvel superhero movies, I think they're very well done, and within the genre that they're in, they're very beautifully executed, and they're true to the style that they have to be doing. And
just a last question for you. I think one of the essences that resonates so strongly with people who are the fanboys, who are appreciate the movies, is the characters are identifiable. Even though they may seem like the outsider or they have special powers, the average person can relate to them. How did you come upon that particular attribute that it's...
Naturally, it just seemed like the only way. When you write, it doesn't matter what you're writing, it doesn't have to be comic books, but when you write a story, you want the reader to believe the character could exist, to believe in that character. So even if you're doing a far-out science fiction story, you want to make the characters believable and credible, and you try to do it as best you can.
Have you ever had a character from Germany? Have you ever had a...
I don't think we have. Do you feel that we ought to?
Yeah, maybe that. Stay tuned. Stan Lee, one of his new creations. Maybe there'll be a nice little character.
You know something? We're going to do one. You're absolutely right. We should. Okay, Stan, you wait and see.
I cannot thank you enough. Okay. Congratulations. Best of everything.
Thank you.
Scott Orlin. Until next time.